continue to search for a suspect after a deadly midday shooting just off John Nolan Drive. We'll have the latest in a live report.
Plus, 1 year into the CARES program, offering dispatchers non-police responses to certain 911 calls, we get a report card on the program's progress.
And a million old fashions at where else? The Old Fashioned. How the Madison Tavern is celebrating a special milestone in true Wisconsin style. You're watching News 3 now at 10. A shooting this afternoon left one man dead near John Nolan Drive. Madison police are now searching for the shooter.
It was about 1:15 this afternoon. Police say they received multiple 911 calls for shots being fired after an altercation between two people. Police tell us they believe the shooter and the victim knew each other and that this was not a random act of violence. It happened in the area of East Lakeside Street, just off John Nolan Drive near Olin Park. And that's where our McKenna Alexander joins us live right now. McKenna?
Yeah, tonight this neighborhood is relatively quiet, but the investigation into this afternoon shooting remains highly active as Madison police continue searching for a suspect.
It's important to note that officers were here within 1 minute of that call being out.
Tuesday afternoon, after several people reported hearing shots fired, Madison police responded to this part of Lakeside Drive, where they found a black man in his 30s with a gunshot wound.
They gave rendered aid to this person, and the person was able to be transported to an area or hospital where, unfortunately, he succumbed to his injuries.
According to police, nearby construction workers say they heard some sort of a fight before the shooting, explaining the victim and alleged shooter had been riding in the same car before stopping on Lakeside Street to fight. Police believe this was not an act of random violence and say they have reason to believe the shooter and the victim knew each other.
Well, most people, when they're riding together, they know the person unless, something else happened. Now, again, when people get into altercations, usually it's over something that they knew about. Usually we don't have strangers, fighting or getting in physical altercations with each other.
A neighbor who lives nearby says in her 20 years of living in this home, she's never seen such an act of violence.
It's never happening like this. That's kind of scary, too.
As of Tuesday night, police haven't arrested anyone, and we're waiting for a description of the suspect. However, Barnes says an accurate investigation trumps a fast one, stressing the more information police have, the sooner they can bring closure to the community.
We're asking our community to help us out, be our eyes and ears. If you happen to be in this area, you heard something, you saw something, let us know. If you live on the street, you have a public safety camera, a ring camera, or whatever it may be, please let us know because we need that information.
If you have any information on today's shooting, you are asked to contact Madison Police or call Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen.
McKenna Alexander reporting live tonight. McKenna, thank you.
New details tonight about a Madison police officer who's now charged with disorderly conduct. We reported last week that Officer Keith Brown was arrested, but he is now charged for a physical altercation with a woman. The charging document states a woman called police saying Brown grabbed her wrist during a fight, then pinned her against a wall in the bar where they were eating. Deputies said she was scared to call police at the time because the suspect was a cop and she had injuries on her hands. She also told police this type of thing has happened before. Brown is charged with disorderly conduct, which is a misdemeanor. This is the same officer the DOJ says accidentally fired a gun on State Street last year, hurting another officer. Brown was not charged in that shooting. He is one of 3 Madison police officers arrested this month, all for unrelated incidents.
New video tonight from the Wisconsin State Patrol as you see an SUV there lose control, nearly clip that cruiser. Troopers say thankfully no one was hurt in this incident, but they're using it as a reminder for drivers this winter. Do not use your cruise control on wet or snow-covered roads. Slow to reasonable speeds and eliminate any and all distractions. Luckily, road conditions have really improved the last couple of days with this warmer weather. Julian C. right now with our certified most accurate forecast. Julian?
And that's probably the best part about it, Eric, as we continue closer to the holiday season, is that we are looking at, for at least this week, as we gear up for Thanksgiving, traveling is going to be rather smooth for us. Taking a look at for tonight, well, right now temperatures around 28 degrees, but note, it is still going to be dry, not just for tonight, but as we head into tomorrow as well, and of course for Thanksgiving. Take a look at tonight's temperatures in themselves. We'll fall to around 24 degrees in Madison, 28 in Janesville, with 28 as well for Plattsville, and we're going to continue this pleasant streak over the next couple of days. We're going to be seeing more sunshine, and on top of it, temperatures that could reach near 50 for some areas. We'll talk about how long we can stay pleasant, before we start to see some real change of some wintry-like conditions in just a few moments. Until then, back to you guys.
Julian, thank you. New statistics tonight from the opening weekend of gun deer season. Hunters took about 16,000 deer, a 15% increase from last year. A large number were bucks, up 14% over last year and also above the 5-year average. Each year, the DNR keeps track of hunting injuries across the state, and in the first weekend of this season, 6 hunters were injured, including 4 under the age of 21. For gun safety instructors, that number is frustrating. One we spoke with today points to changes in Wisconsin's hunting laws and believes 2 years of only virtual gun training during COVID is catching up to us.
They took it online, then, I mean, I don't know what to tell you there. I mean, it's their parents' responsibility or their guardian to make sure they know how to handle a firearm safely. If as instructors, if we can't see them do that, right, and we can't hammer on them over and over and over and over again, keep your finger off the trigger, point the gun in a safe direction, right, unload it safely.
The DNR ended fully virtual gun safety for kids before last year's season. Now they need to do a full field day of in-person training at the minimum, but the virtual option is still available for adults.
It's been just over a year since Madison launched a program to give dispatchers the option to send someone other than police when they get a 911 call. And today, the city released a report detailing how that first year has gone. Our Braden Ross has more.
For the first year, I feel like CARES has really been a success.
In the fall of 2021, the City of Madison launched the Community Alternative Response Emergency Services Program, or CARES. Its goal, give dispatchers the option to send CARES teams trained to handle nonviolent behavioral health incidents rather than police.
It's really taking a patient-centered approach and, helping people to de-escalate and connect to the resources that they need.
In the program's first year, CARES teams responded to more than 900 calls, most of them for mental or behavioral health concerns. Madison Fire Chief Chris Carbon says it's been going well, even though teams have only been able to respond to about 60% of calls that they could be sent to.
It has been working so well that the demand is higher than our capacity to fulfill that demand. One of the benefits of the program is also one of the challenges in that these calls are complicated requests for service, and our care providers are truly engaged with the patients.
On average, CARES teams stayed at a call for about an hour and referred patients to other services in about 1 in 4 cases. Just 3% of CARES responses are referred to Madison Police.
It means that we're dispatching the right calls to CARES. What we're looking for here is not just the sort of immediate intervention in the moment, but also long-term connection to services and healing.
Right now, Madison's 2 CARES response teams are only available from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every weekday. But new expansions set to launch next year will add weekends and a 3rd team to help cover more ground. For News 3 Now, I'm Braden Ross.
City of Madison asking for your feedback about the CARES program at a virtual public meeting on December 7th.
New tonight, UW System President Jay Rothman ordered UW-Platteville's chancellor to stop offering degree programs at the school's Richland Center campus in the face of declining enrollment. Rothman sent a letter saying only 60 students are currently pursuing degrees in the Richland Center campus. And starting next academic year, all degree programs offered at the branch campus will move to the main campus in Platteville.
Next at 10, the Old Fashioned on the Capitol Square selling its 1 millionth Old Fashioned cocktail today. And because they didn't want to give out just one, they made it a whole event, the millionth drink. It was an oversized one, so everyone in attendance could be a part of what they call an historic night, complete with door prizes, including a trip for 2 to Corbell in California.
We wanted all of you to have the millionth Old Fashioned. So we got a big Corbell barrel, and we are going to make, I think it's around 600, right, Tammy? 600 Old Fashions all in one big batch.
Now, the restaurant says since its opening back in 2005, the Old Fashioned has become a local institution, serving the quintessential foods that make Wisconsin famous. A Sun Prairie man being rewarded today for his work in the community. The Sunshine Place depends on Simi Bryant, also known as Bud.
From snow removal to overall building maintenance, Bud is someone the Sunshine Place can always depend on, and that's why a special ceremony today was all for him. Photojournalist Jim Rader was there.
Yeah, actually, can I have everybody join in? Terrific. Yes.
Thank you.
And I really appreciate everybody that has something to do with me getting this car. To me, it wasn't true. I couldn't believe having something this nice.
I'm so happy for Bud. He's so deserving of this vehicle. He is such a great guy to have around, and he's so incredibly helpful.
They got a new car smell, feels good, everything.
One of the programs within the National Auto Body Council is recycled rides. Typically, an insurance company or a rental car company will donate a vehicle, partner with a body shop who will repair the vehicle pro bono, and then we donate it to a recipient, a person that is in need of reliable transportation.
Looking good, Bud. It was really a good timing. It was a fortunate timing that I could nominate Bud for this program.
Gas can be a little expensive, so we got you a couple gas cards.
I feel like they really done me some justice. You know, they make me feel like they've been knowing me all my life, since I've been working here, you know. To me, it wasn't true. I couldn't believe having something this nice, you know. I was looking for something maybe a little older, you know, but I was really shocked today, really.
Bud, you're not getting an old car. Come on. Since its inception in 2007, the Recycled Rides program has donated nearly 3,000 vehicles valued at some $42 million.
Yeah, very cool. And still to come tonight, a construction update from Dane County Regional Airport as we enter this busy holiday travel season.
At Honda, we know you have to drive through the mud the rainbow. Brave the desert before you find the oasis. Conquer the mountain to see how far your dreams can take you. The all-new CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles. Touching the stars.
In a recent clinical study, patients using Salonpas patch reported reductions in pain severity, using less or a lot less oral pain medicines, and improved quality of life. That's why we recommend Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Look! It's easy to say things. Anyone can do that.
Look closer.
Meaning what you say, that's a little harder, and a little harder to find. But at US Cellular, when we say you get unlimited data for $29.99 per line, we don't mean only if you get 4 lines. We mean $29.99 per line, even 1. Plus, every plan is price protected for every customer.
I'd like to thank our sponsor, Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Contestants ready? Go! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. When Mark was hit by a distracted driver, he knew to call Hupy and Abraham.
Hupy and Abraham proved to me that they meant business, that they were definitely on my side.
Call a law firm that goes beyond to get you every dollar you deserve.
Call Hupy and Abraham. They mean business.
Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham. Right now.
There's no fee unless they win your case.
Love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.99% financing or $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Plus, unlock your code to claim an additional $500 Chevy Cyber Cash. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Y'all give it up for the one and only Toni Braxton. So proud of you. They screaming, they losing it. Plus, my dream girl, Anika Noni Rose.
The first moment that the 3 of us sang together was fantastic.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. The holiday season predicted to be one of the busiest on record, with today the busiest day for people traveling by plane. It's also expected to be one of the priciest. AAA projects more than 54 million Americans will travel 50 miles or more this Thanksgiving. 4.5 million of them by air, the third busiest period since the agency started tracking data back in 2000. And officials with Dane County Regional Airport are ready to kick off what they expect to be a busy holiday travel season with the completion of a few upgrades, and that includes the end of construction on International Lane. In addition, seasonal nonstops to Orlando, Fort Myers, and Las Vegas have returned after service stopped during the pandemic. The holiday season also marks the return of the all-important holiday tunes in the airport's main terminal.
New at 10, a freshman at Brown University is making history as the first woman on a NCAA Division I baseball roster. Michael George has the remarkable story of 18-year-old Olivia Pichardo.
So, Olivia, thanks for joining us for the fall and officially for the spring.
With that, Olivia Pichardo became the first female player on an NCAA Division I baseball team. The 18-year-old freshman at Brown University will be a walk-on utility player, which means she's capable of playing several positions.
Yeah, it was definitely a surreal moment for me because I always knew that I wanted to play collegiate baseball throughout my high school career, so this feels really good.
Brown's baseball coach says Pichardo had the most complete walk-on tryout he's ever seen as a coach.
She had her own regimen that she was doing, and it showed a lot of poise just with her initial walkthrough in the warm-ups. And to be able to see her execute stuff that we ask our players at the collegiate level to do every single day, that to me stood out.
Pichardo's love of the game began when she was 5 years old, playing on a Forest Hills Little League team here in Queens, New York. Pichardo says back then there were 2 girls on the team. She didn't see another female teammate until this past summer when she pitched and played outfield on USA Baseball's women's national team.
It's definitely a huge motivator for me to keep working hard and become the best baseball player that I can be, to really inspire that the younger generation of girls who also want to achieve this goal.
Brown opens its season in February against Georgia State. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
The nonprofit organization Baseball for All says 18 women have been on college teams, 8 this upcoming season, but Pichardo is the first Division I player.
Well, next tonight, check it out. Mounds of ice balls accumulating along the shoreline of Lake Superior. This is at Ashland. National Weather Service explains the process in which these ice balls develop. Lake effect snow combines with the cold temperatures to form a layer of floating slush that wave action then sculpts into spheres, which then wash onto the shore there and freeze solid. I'm just going to leave this up to Julian and the weather experts because all that means to me is it's just cold up there on Lake Superior.
Well, to break it down into simple terms, it's pretty much really what it is. Lake Superior's just been freezing. Yeah. But good news for us, it's not like that for us in the next couple of days. As we take a look at what we're going to be seeing, temperatures are going to be stable throughout our daytime into the 40s, which is well above normal for this time of year. Typically, it's around 41 degrees for us. We're going to be seeing temperatures into the middle and even close to 50 degrees by the time we get into tomorrow. And we're going to see more quiet conditions as well. So we do have the stalled out front, which is just going to be keeping things rather quiet for us over the next couple of days. But we are going to be monitoring some of the situations that's happening just south of Wisconsin, because that could start to see some lifting and bringing in some of that rain for us going into our Thanksgiving. But as of right now, here's a look at our travel impacts that could potentially happen for us. Throughout all of the United States, especially into the upper Midwest, tomorrow we're looking all green. Not looking for any kind of issues unless you were into the far northern side of Minnesota, but outside of it, we're not looking at many issues at all. Once we get to our Thursday afternoon, if you're going to be traveling around that time just south of Illinois, that's where we're going to be looking at really the travel delays to really stick around for us. But us in Wisconsin, again, from tomorrow, Thursday, and for Friday, we're looking at great conditions in terms of traveling. Tonight, temperatures will fall to around 24 degrees for us, 28 in Janesville and for Platteville. And as we go into tomorrow, as I mentioned, temperatures are going to be feeling pretty good for us once again. 46 in Madison, 49 in Janesville, 47 degrees in Platteville. A couple of areas could be close to around 50 degrees for us by the time we get into our afternoon as well. Now, cloud cover will build for tonight, mainly just north of Dane County. And as we're heading out into the lunchtime hour, temperatures are already going to be in the 40s, and those 40s will stick around throughout much of our afternoon. heading into our Wednesday evening. Cloud cover will start to build once more, and that's where we're going to start to watch and monitor potential of change coming into our Thursday morning, where we could possibly see just a couple of showers starting to make their way through, but it'll be very isolated, not looking at much in terms of widespread rain as we get into our Thursday. Throughout the course of the day for Thanksgiving in itself, it's going to be rather quiet. And if we do see any precipitation, it's going to be trace amounts, not even very measurable. So take a look at Thursday in itself, 46 degrees. If we do see any kind of rain, it's going to be in the afternoon hours for us. Then for Friday, Black Friday shopping's looking to be chilly start to the morning, but throughout the course of the day, 43 degrees once again. Plenty of sunshine. It's going to be another great day. Now, one thing we are going to watch for, of course, we are your first warned weather team. Next week, going into our overnights from Tuesday into our Wednesday, we are looking at a system that's looking to bring in rain, but look what's happening going into our Wednesday nights. Potentially could see some mixing or even some snow going into our Friday morning, or Thursday morning, excuse me, which could be bringing up a little bit of change for us, especially as we are getting ready to welcome in December. So here's a look at our 10-day forecast. It's rather smooth sailing outside of a couple of shower chances for Thursday afternoon. Saturday could see a mix at nights, but other than that, the weekend's looking fine. Next week, we're still going to be rather pleasant, but we could start to see some activities shaking up coming into our Wednesday and potentially into our Thursday mornings. We welcome in December with some 30-degree temperatures. It's going to do it for weather. Over to you guys.
And coming up in sports, it was upset central for Wisconsin athletics over the weekend. Another Badger picking up an honor today. We have more coming up in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
With Pick and Save delivery, it's easy to get your special holiday foods brought right to your door. And that's music to your ears. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Put a little love in your heart. This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright. So, this Black Friday, choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in. Plus, thousands of vehicles are arriving daily, just in time for the holidays. This season, get a 2022 F-150 with 2.9% financing for 60 months, plus 500 accessories cash at your Ford dealer, and shine bright.
What happens to your body language when you use Dove Dry Spray? It shows. Try Dove Dry Spray. Our weightless formula with 1/4 moisturizers is effective and kind to skin, leaving you feeling instantly dry and confident.
Got up into things to do this week?
You pour your heart into everything you do, which is a lot. So take care of that heart with Lipton. Because sipping on unsweetened Lipton can help support a healthy heart. Lipton. Stop chugging, start sipping.
The Internet of Things is evolving, creating the Internet of You. And Spectrum, America's leading internet and mobile provider, is bringing you seamless connectivity across all your devices. Introducing Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet with speeds of 300 megabits, advanced Wi-Fi, and Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, all for just $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999. Spectrum Internet delivers speeds up to a gig with over 99.9% network reliability. Advanced Wi-Fi provides enhanced security and privacy that automatically blocks threats to protect all of your devices. And Spectrum Mobile gives you unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G and the most reliable service coast to coast. Switch now. Call 833-673-4999. At Spectrum, it's not just about connecting things, it's about connecting you. Get it all with Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
Toyotathon is on. It's the most magical time of the year with great deals on Camry, RAV4, and Tundra. Where's the Tundra?
The elves borrowed it.
What? Keep them coming!
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, a 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. See your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
Keep your holidays in sync with free pickup on all your fresh favorites from Pick and Save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
National, the Badgers will be without Nick Herbig for the first half of Saturday's game with Minnesota. Over the weekend, Herbig was called for targeting during the third quarter of the Nebraska game where he was ejected. The team tried to appeal the call, but it was denied. No doubt his presence is going to be missed those first 2 quarters of the Axe game. Herbig currently leads the team in tackles for loss with 15 and sacks with 11. Don't forget to tune into this week's Badger Blueprint as it's the last one of the season. Zach and Jim Polzin will talk all about the epic rivalry between Wisconsin and Minnesota, plus hear from Jim Leonard on the head coaching job being posted. That airs tomorrow during News 3 Now at 10. And big news out of Whitewater today, the Warhawks head coach Kevin Bullis is retiring. Bullis spent 15 years with the program, 8 as the head coach, one of those being the COVID year. So over a 7-season stretch, Bullis led the team to a 78-13 record. That includes 6 trips to the D3 playoffs, 5 conference championships, and runners-up for the national title in 2019. Defensive coordinator Jace Rendall has been named the interim head coach. Brewers making some moves tonight. The team announcing just a little while ago they are trading Hunter Renfroe to the Los Angeles Angels in exchange for 3 pitchers. Renfroe spent 1 season with the Brew Crew. Playing in 125 games, he hit 29 homers with 72 RBI. When Aaron Rodgers hops on the Pat McAfee show each week, you never really know what's going to be asked and what the answers are going to be. This week, one of the topics went beyond the Packers' current record, beyond what number 12's Thanksgiving plans were. McAfee hit him with, what does the future look like considering the season Rodgers is having? Does he ever think about life after football?
There's life after football, and there's life outside of football even during the season that I think it's important to keep that balance. You're all about finding ways to tweak little things to improve and to be more efficient, but you're also a person, you have a life, and really proud of what I've accomplished. I'm not like looking forward to the end, and life after football is going to be a tough transition. That's for every player that finishes up, and I don't know when that's going to be.
Wisconsin wrestling had a huge weekend, upsetting 7th-ranked Cornell, and headlining the duel is Austin Gomez. He is the Big Ten Wrestler of the Week after taking down 3-time national champ and number 1 ranked Yanni Diakomahalis with a 9-3 decision. This marks the first conference honor of Gomez's career. Badger men's basketball team, they left for the Bahamas yesterday, had practice in Paradise today, and tomorrow they'll tip off in the Battle for Atlantis tournament, which it's a loaded field out there. The Badgers open up against a 3-1 Dayton squad that recently fell out of the top 25. Then they'll face either the reigning NCAA champs Kansas or NC State. Well, either way, Greg Gard knows it's going to be a nice early measuring stick for his team.
First and foremost, we have a game against Dayton that's going to be it's the best team by far that we've played all year, so to date. So we'll have our hands full with that on Wednesday. So it's going to be an opportunity for us to show if we can get better, because we're gonna have to in a big way.
We want the challenge. It's going to push us, for the season later down, in the stretch once it becomes, closer to that March and end of the, Big Ten.
We'll be right back.
Tristan! Hey, Lexus, play holiday music.
Make this December one to remember. Together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
It shouldn't take a storm of biblical proportions to find out who you can count on. It shouldn't take a 4-foot diameter oak tree in your kitchen to find out who you can trust. It shouldn't take the worst to bring out our best. But sometimes it does. And that's the silver lining.
Leisure Concepts has your new hot tub in stock and ready for immediate delivery. Steel and composite construction, whisper quiet perimeter insulation, ozone, UV, and salt systems on any model. Free delivery, cover lift, steps, training, and all at the lowest price. Learn to love winter fully submerged in hot, turbulent water. Get to Leisure Concepts and see almost 70 hot tubs in our packed showroom on the Beltline at the Park Street exit.
Want luxury hair repair that doesn't cost $50? Pantene's Pro Vitamin Formula repairs hair, as well as the leading luxury bonding treatment for softness and resilience without the price tag. If you know it's Pantene.
When a cold comes on strong, knock it out with Vicks DayQuil Severe. Just one dose starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to none. Power through with Vicks DayQuil Severe. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, 9 to none medicine.
New in 2023, eye care Medicare plan members receive an allowance of $150 total per month to spend on items like eligible healthy foods, OTC products, home supplies, wellness care, or living support such as rent, utilities, and internet. All unused monthly funds roll over until the end of the year. If you have Medicare and Medicaid, call us, and a licensed sales agent will help find out if you're eligible. Rest easy. Eye care is looking out for you and your health.
It's time to get more at the Rust Arrow Black Friday sales event. It's our largest selection of the year, and more selection means more savings. Save with 0% APR financing. Save with no payments until after the holidays, and save with more for your trade. Get more and save on a vehicle you actually want. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Honda, Toyota, Mitsubishi, Kia, Mazda, Nissan, and hundreds of used vehicles. You get more at the Rust Arrow Black Friday sales event. See our largest selection of the year. Visit us at rustarrow.com.
Call for action only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
And Julian's back. Final check of the forecast.
Well, things are going to be rather smooth if you have any travel plans over the next couple of days for Thanksgiving, because we're looking at plenty of sunshine, and the only time we're going to see any kind of precipitation around the area is going to be into our Thursday afternoon. And once we get to the actual meal, well, we're not looking for too much in terms of rainfall for us. Then heading into the weekend, 40s will stick around, plenty of sun as well. Could see some clouds still stick around for us, but Saturday nights we could see a mix, but really the first warning is going to be going into Tuesday nights into our Wednesday, where we could see not just rain, but potentially some snow rolling its way into southern Wisconsin. One other thing to watch for as we get ready for the first day of December.
All right, safe travels to everybody. It looks like a good one to travel tomorrow, and thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.